Before we get going, for the new viewers, my name is Brando, founder of Brandlux Media. We are an e-commerce growth agency specialized in paid advertising, content creation, email marketing, and conversion rate optimization. If you're looking for a growth partner and you want a free audit, feel free to book a call down below. Now let's get going. In this video, I'm going to talk about the exact email marketing infrastructure that we set up for a client that brought in $160,000 per month just from email marketing alone. On top of $160,000 a month, we have to also consider that it was 140% increase year over year. Compared to last year, we made 140% more in email marketing revenue. Before we dive in, for the new viewers, my name is Brando. I'm the founder of Brandlux Media. We are an e-commerce growth agency. We're specialized in paid advertising, content creation, email marketing, and conversion rate optimization. We've actually partnered with over 60 plus e-commerce brands. So if you're looking for a growth partner to help you scale to the next level, click the link down below and you can book in a call with either me or one of my team members. With no further ado, let's get right into the video. If you're not new to the channel, you probably know that I like to show the proof. So this is the proof, $160,000. And I'm gonna break down exactly, how we do this and the structure that we use. But for this client, last month in August, $160,000 just in email marketing revenue, which is 141% more compared to last year. Now, consider this: they were not doing much last year in email marketing. Like, they had basic flows, they had things going on. They sent like 3-4 campaigns a month or something like that, but they just didn't have something that was consistently bringing revenue. Now, consider one other thing, that this number, 16.8%, almost 17%, is not typically what we see for our clients. This is a pretty new client that we onboarded. So this is our second month, the start of our second month with them. And so we're aiming to probably go around more towards 25% to 30% if possible of email marketing revenue. So I just wanted to clarify that this is, we're not really satisfied with this yet, just because there's a lot more work to be done, but this is still a great result. And I wanted to do this case study because everybody kind of forgets about email marketing and SMS marketing. And if we did not have if we did not work on certain things and certain elements, which I'm going to mention in this video, this client would have had 140% less in email marketing revenue, which is a pretty big chunk of money. Okay, now let's get into the actual strategy and infrastructure that we used. Okay, so here I like to be a little technical. Not too technical. This video is not going to be too technical, don't worry, but we still have to understand a couple systems and processes and pretty much a flow chart of how the operation, or not the operation, but the email marketing system and flow works in the first place. So I'm not sure if you are all aware, but Jordan Belfort wrote the book, The Straight Line System. And the Straight Line System is essentially, this book talks about how the sales process, or any sales process in the world, pretty much is like a straight line. There's the start and then there's the end, right? And while people go through the sales journey, they're going to start going out of this line system. And so this is the same exact kind of like metaphor that we can use for email marketing. We can, we have a customer funnel, and then this is the journey between when they start and go to the website, and this is where they essentially buy and decide to buy. So what the role of email marketing is that if they go to the website, they view the product, they add to cart, and they go out, we make sure that we have abandoned cart sequences, for example. This is just for the sake of the example and the metaphor, that brings them back into the funnel. Same thing with checkout. We have an abandoned checkout that brings them back to the funnel. Same thing with purchasing, right? This is a consistent flow. And so this is the role of email marketing. And in order for this to work well and generate 25-30% of revenue from email marketing alone, you need certain amounts of volume when it comes to types of purchases, flows, and also campaigns that go out every single month. Okay, so the foundational things that you need are 3. Okay, first of all, pre-purchase flows. Pre-purchase flows, of course, like the terminology explains, are for people that didn't buy yet. Okay, so these are typically, the colder emails for people that didn't buy, maybe engaged and then purchase, added to cart, didn't purchase, stuff like that. We can go through it very quickly in just a second. Next thing is post-purchase flows for people that actually already purchased, right? Self-explanatory. And then we have email campaigns, and these are like campaigns that we send out weekly. We typically try to aim for 8 to 10 emails per month, sometimes even more depending on the month, maybe if there's a holiday or a special occasion or whatever. But we try to maintain that type of volume, if not more. And a lot of people think that the more emails you send to your customer list, and the more people unsubscribe, or they feel like they're getting they're getting spammed or something like that. But this is a completely wrong misconception. If you do email marketing well, that will just bring you more revenue. Also, consider one extra thing. That is detrimental for getting result. The reason why we're able to send so many emails compared to like the average e-commerce brand is that we segment, and we really go down in segmenting each list, right? So whenever we send an email, we make sure that only people that are super relevant, whether it's like a VAP email, an introductory email, an upsell email, emails that are like FAQ or whatever it is, we make sure that we segment and we only send to relevant people. What ends up happening is that each pool is going to be smaller, but it's going to be way more, the email is going to be way more engaging and relevant. And this is also going to boost deliverability, right? Because let's not remember that if you set up all this infrastructure, but you do not optimize for deliverability, then you set up everything for nothing. If you have 15% open rates instead of having 40%, 50%, 60%, which is what typically our clients see, then you're building everything for nothing, right? So we have to be smart at this, and it's quite important. Okay, so let's start with pre-purchase flows very quickly. We have welcome series. Typically, depending on the strategy that we want to use, these are emails that go between 5, 10, sometimes even more for like supplement companies where there's a lot of information, a lot of skepticism, a lot of like info that people need to know about the products, about the science, right? You get what I mean? Maybe the flow needs to be a little bit longer, right? So it depends from the client, but typically 5 to 7 to 10 sequences or emails are really important. And of course, what happens here is that we need to make sure that we have a good pop-up so that we can start collecting emails. And what type of pop-ups work? We typically, for some clients, we see up to 7%, 8% opt-in rates. So for every 100 people that go in, between probably realistically 5, 6, 7, or 8 people just give us their email, which is really important. So we optimize for a pop-up. You can do like a first-time discount. This is very traditional. We like to do things like discount plus giveaway or something like that. So if they give us the email now, they get the discount plus they get to enter a giveaway for like one popular product or whatever it is. We also tested ebooks. Ebooks work very well, like digital products people can instantly access. Okay, so you can be creative with that. We can talk about that maybe in another part of the video. Now, other thing here, site abandonment. This is something that a lot of e-commerce brands don't really do, but this is for people that visit the site but doesn't view the product. Okay, so I go into the site and I just don't view the product. So these are very cold prospects, and so these emails need to be more about the brand, more about making sure that the prospect is familiar on what you're selling, who you are, what is your purpose, what is your why, who is the team, what is the brand, etc. And then of course we have like call to actions to the collection page or the whatever page you want, typically a product, so that we can generate some revenue, right? And so this is a flow that a lot of people don't actually set up because they only think abandoned cart or browse abandonment exist, but they're actually two very different things. Okay, and so this is fundamental. By the way, how are we able to do this? For those of you who don't know, just like you have a Facebook pixel, you kind of also have like a Klaviyo pixel. So as soon as somebody enters the pop-up or gives us the email, we are able to follow the entire journey, because there's of course an integration between Shopify and Klaviyo, where we are able to track exactly what if they viewed products, if they are in the cart, if they are in the homepage, etc. So we can basically pixel them for life almost, right? Kind of scary, but this is how it works. Okay, and then the next thing here that is really important after site abandonment, we have browse abandonment. So views product but doesn't add to cart, right? So we can literally target people based on that. And also what you can do within your email is that you can actually put dynamic sections within the email of the products that they actually viewed. Okay, and this is really important. You see reminder about viewed product, right? Then you can like mention USP of product they viewed, right? Or offer. So like you can actually really personalize, because we have like the Klaviyo pixel, we can personalize these emails quite aggressively. And these are, we like to do between 3 and 4 for these emails. Sometimes for the abandoned checkout, we like to do also 5, depending on the offer or the product or whatever the brand wants. Okay, so this is this, and then we have abandoned cart. I don't really need to explain this, but what we want to go here is that we want to put social proof. We want to have an offer. We want to remind people of the cart in the first email, and then towards the last email give them like add reviews and testimonials and social proof, but also just give them like maybe, if you can afford it, like a significant like 10-15% discount that is only available for X amount of time. So you add a little bit of scarcity and urgency in there. And then we have the abandoned checkout, which is even kind of like reminder about products in the checkout, why our products are trusted, right? It's kind of like the same thing, but at a warmer stage, which is why this is red and this is orange, right? It's warmer. And then we want to add more social proof, more reviews. And this is also a good way to add offers and maybe a discount in the last couple of emails. You can do kind of like a similar thing. One important thing is that make sure that these, you segment these emails well. So whenever you start a campaign, make sure that you set it up well, because it's very easy to mix audiences, and they like receive a bunch of emails all at once, and like you have to be very, very careful. Maybe I can do a more technical video on how to set that up in the future. Let me know if you're interested. Okay. Now, moving on to post-purchase flows, we have a customer thank you. So customer makes a purchase, what happens, right? We thank them, we offer them a VAP, perhaps discount. We can, the whole point of making sure that an e-commerce business grows, especially if you want to scale at 8 figures, is having repeat customers. You should expect around at least 15 to 20% of your customers to come back and buy. If that is not a number you're seeing, it means that you're probably not doing enough with email marketing, or your products suck, right? That's a completely different argument. And so people just don't come back. But if your products are good, actually, and you do a great job at doing your email marketing, there shouldn't be a reason why, you get at least 15% of repeat customers on a regular month, okay? And of course, if your business is new, you probably not going to be the case. You have to wait probably around a year for this to, have the snowball effect. Okay, so customer thank you is essential. We want to thank them. We want to give them a discount. We want to tell them that they're important. And we also want to ask them for a review after a couple of weeks that they received the product. Okay, that's very important. We also have customer win back, so hasn't purchased in 90 days since the last purchase. Okay, so these are super, super warm people. This is your customer list, people that bought from you, but they haven't bought from you in 90 days. So this is what allows you to actually get back. And what we want to do is promote our bestsellers, add a little bit of urgency and scarcity perhaps in the last emails, for like one-time offers that we're running. But we also want to remind them that maybe we want to add a special discount for them because they are already customers, right? So they're VAP, it's a customer win back. We need to not really gain their trust back, but remind them that we're here and we have products that they're interested in. Okay, so this is kind of like the follow-up process. Don't be too pushy. I say here because we don't have to sell them. Like we can't afford to be too pushy, or else they're literally going to unsubscribe. So this is kind of like a delicate flow. Sunset unengaged, hasn't opened an email in the last 180 days. Okay, so haven't heard from them, still haven't heard from them. This is where what do I say here? This is what we stand for. We'll go ahead and unsubscribe you. So yeah, this is basically these last two emails are basically to also clean the list, right? If a prospect hasn't engaged in 180 days and you don't eliminate them and clean the list, then it's going to hurt your deliverability. So this is also great. First of all, probably the first couple of emails to really just re-engage with them, hoping that they will engage. Okay, that's obvious, right? Get them back into the funnel. But this is also really detrimental to make sure that we're cleaning the list, or else our deliverability goes down because they're just not Google or whatever user infrastructure you're using for your email marketing detects that something is not going, something is wrong. Then we have the VAP flow. So they make their third purchase and become a VAP. So this is where they become really important. This is where, they probably love your product, and this is where you can just really segment and send VAP offers, special offers just for them. I say urgency here. Honestly, in some cases, we don't even really need to be like too urgent, just maybe about like a super special offer, but I wouldn't be too pushy here because we've sold them on the product, and we can just remind them that we're here and send them value emails, send them emails about new launches, right? It's like a VAP flow, and of course some discounts just for them because they purchased 3 times. Now, moving on to email campaigns, these are just some examples of some campaigns that we sent. And what's really important here is that every single campaign that we sent, we should almost look at it as a small mini landing page. And I have like an example of some designs that we've done for a client. And so I cannot show you the top part because it's for a client. These are like super well branded, and they're like mini landing pages, as you can see over here. And so it's really important to have high converting landing pages with call to actions. They should be able to recognize who you are within the first 3 seconds just based on your email marketing branding. Now, do all your emails need to be branded? No, because in some cases, I'll give you an example, like a concrete example. We've actually seen results on sales just using text, like founder emails, so like writing from the founder perspective or persona to the customer directly, just text-based with like a best regards kind of thing, right? And so that worked very well. But in most cases, like 95% of the time, we build these templates. Now, don't get me wrong, these are not the only templates we build. We actually customize them based on the feel and look of the brand. So if you had a skincare brand, this would have a completely different vibe, okay? But I'm just showing you this for the sake of the example, so you have some sort of like standard of like the quality that you should be expecting in terms of designs. So these are just some examples of email campaigns that we send out every single month. We send between 8 and 10 emails, product launches, sales, blog posts. Always good to send information and value, share value to the customers, collection features, educational content, newsletters, FAQs, review campaigns, listicles, breaking myths, right? Tips, like all these things are absolutely like important. It's important to diversify. That's what I wanted to say. You can't send the same exact or very similar email twice in a week, right? You have to be able to diversify and engage the prospect. And this is where copywriting becomes really, really important. If you're not good at copy, then hire a copywriter, because this is, email is basically design and copy, okay? And of course, knowing what to do on the back end. Listen, that's it for this video. I'm basically done. This was a high-level understanding of how we actually build email marketing processes and infrastructure, and how we're able to get up to 30%. Maybe I'll do another case study, but we have some clients that do up to 30% in email marketing revenue. So that's it for this video. Let me know if you have any questions. If you're looking to get, if you're looking for somebody that actually wants that can actually manage the email marketing infrastructure for you, you can make sure to you can just click a link below, book in a call. You will speak either to me or one of my team members. Email marketing is not all we do, as you know from the intro video. We also do paid advertising, content creation, UGC, conversion rate optimization, but also email marketing. So you can book a call down below. There's a link. That's it for this video. Please leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell, and please also give me suggestions for new videos, because I always read the comments and I always want to do videos that are actually interesting to you. Okay, that's it for this video, and see you in the next one. Bye.
On a further note, feel free to book your strategy session with our team by clicking the button down below. In this session, we will audit your brand, come up with a custom plan of action, and then we'll explore the opportunity of potentially working together, assuming it's a perfect fit. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. It means a lot, and hopefully see you on the other side.